Picture this: bustling airports suddenly paralyzed by swarms of unauthorized drones, turning what should be routine travel into a scene of high-stakes chaos. That's the shocking reality unfolding in Denmark right now, and it's got the whole of Europe on edge. But here's where it gets controversial. Could this be the start of something bigger, like a new form of hybrid warfare? Stick around as we dive into the details of these coordinated drone incidents, exploring what they mean for security and sparking some tough questions along the way. Denmark has taken the bold step of notifying both NATO and the European Union following a series of coordinated drone attacks that forced the closure of Aalborg Airport and put 3 other airports on high alert last Thursday. Authorities described these as deliberate incursions, with drones flying dangerously close to vital infrastructure in a methodical manner. This isn't just a one-off scare. It's part of a pattern that's raising eyebrows across the continent. In a press briefing on Thursday, Danish Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Troels Lund Poulsen explained that Copenhagen is actively considering invoking NATO's Article 4, a provision that allows any member country to request urgent consultations with allies when they feel their territorial integrity, independence, or security is under threat. For beginners, think of Article 4 as a diplomatic hotline to rally support before things escalate to full-blown conflict. Poulsen characterized this as a hybrid attack, blending technology with potential malice, and emphasized that it's a threat that's unlikely to vanish anytime soon. To handle future occurrences, Danish officials have authorized the use of force, including shooting down drones if necessary. "We're determined to track down those responsible," Poulsen declared firmly. He highlighted Denmark's military assets, such as F-35 fighter jets and naval frigates, as key tools in the defense arsenal. Yet he pointed out a critical gap. The country lacks a ground-based air defense system. Interestingly, the government only recently decided to acquire one, but even that might not fully counter the specific types of drones seen in this incident. No single solution will eliminate this risk, Poulsen warned, stressing the need for a diverse toolkit to tackle everything from missiles to drones. The attacks overnight on Thursday impacted several airports. Aalborg in northern Denmark, one of the nation's busiest hubs, was shut down entirely. Reports indicate the drones lingered for about 3 hours before dispersing, disrupting operations significantly. Police in North Jutland monitored the situation closely, but couldn't specify how many drones were involved. Other affected sites included Esbjerg, Sonderborg, and Skrydstrup airports, all placed on alert to prevent further disruptions. This isn't an isolated event. Just days earlier, on Monday evening, Copenhagen Airport faced a similar drone intrusion, prompting heightened security concerns. Officials noted that the Aalborg drones mirrored the pattern from Copenhagen, halting flights and affecting even the Danish armed forces. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen labeled it the most serious attack on Denmark's infrastructure to date, underscoring the gravity. Norway wasn't spared either. Oslo Airport's airspace was closed for 3 hours on Monday due to suspected unauthorized drone activity. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen commented on Tuesday that these incidents represent persistent contestation at our borders, hinting at broader geopolitical tensions. While Norwegian and Danish investigators are collaborating, Norway's foreign minister confirmed on Wednesday that no direct link has been established yet between the Copenhagen and Oslo events. And this is the part most people miss. Commercial drones are typically programmed with GPS restrictions that prevent them from operating near airports, as these zones are strictly designated no-fly areas. So how are these drones bypassing those safeguards? It could involve modifications or advanced tech, serving as a stark reminder of how easily everyday gadgets can be weaponized in unexpected ways. The situation in Denmark fits into a wider European alert. Several NATO members have reported airspace violations by Russia in recent weeks. Estonia and Poland both activated Article 4 last week to seek allied consultations over separate incursions. Romania, another NATO ally, also experienced a breach by Russian drones. Russia has denied the Estonian violation and claimed the Polish incident was accidental, but remains silent on the Romanian case. Following a Tuesday meeting, NATO released a strong statement condemning Russia's actions, labeling them as escalatory and risky, potentially leading to dangerous misunderstandings. Russia is fully accountable and must cease these activities immediately, the alliance declared, pledging to deploy all necessary military and non-military measures for defense. NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte added a note of realism. We're a defensive alliance, but we're not blind to what's unfolding. Adding fuel to the fire, former U.S. President Donald Trump, speaking after a UN address, suggested that NATO countries should take decisive action by shooting down Russian planes that cross into their airspace. Meanwhile, Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov dismissed claims of Russian involvement in the European drone incidents as baseless. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Russia truly behind these drone swarms? Or could this be a case of misattribution, perhaps even a false flag to escalate tensions? Some experts whisper about non-state actors, or even internal sabotage, but the finger pointing at Moscow is hard to ignore given the pattern of airspace violations. What do you think? Is this a sign of Russia's growing assertiveness, or are we overlooking other possibilities? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree with Trump's call for aggressive responses, or should diplomacy take precedence? Let's discuss and unpack this together.